Ghana is becoming like America. South Africa, for now, we are very lazy. I'm very surprised the AU is still sitting down. Those sanctions has come against South Africa. By this time, Anka, a lot of sanctions, because xenophobic attacks have happened so many. This time, I think that they went to touch the wrong person, which was Ghana. I think that South Africans will learn. They will learn the hard way. Maybe not now, but it's a learning curve for them. Let me warn that South Africa, if they don't give it to be like Zimbabwe, we should not renew the contract that is expired for Goldfields. Because next year, said John Mama Beye, the chairman of the AU, unopposed. Ghanaians, sometimes our traveling is unnecessary. They have always been on the view, say, we should have a national plan and not manifestos. Okay. Any partisan. But I applaud John Mama and his government for doing a yeoman's job and bringing them. And I saw that the second batch is also coming. And to me, what the whole cause of the problem? Who is the problem? I think the problem is the ANC government. What did the ANC government do? The post-apartheid plan. Someone said, he's not so deep. Did they equip the blacks enough to be better? They didn't do that. The ANC government has failed South Africa. South Africa must come to Ghana to learn. Madi Captain's man, is a very objective journalist. He does very well. But wait there, he got it wrong. He should come and sit down and apologize to us for doing what he did. What kind of cock and bull journalism was that? One day when the economy collapsed, they will come to us. They could have even sanctioned South Africa.
Abusia Enra ena nyame ya dom ema foreign minister Okudzeto Ablakwa ene empenifo bi ka omtipam ho ma yennuanom a omkopie mu ewo South Africa sabedie obi anko ne krom atiasi wo ho e friend se xenophobic attack no wo the first badge no aba abedu fi na fei Ghana for nsema wo mu ebisa ne se sabe ya de o mabai e de bi what next e de ene de atwe ya eba South African penifo e de kasa ba to abontin kire se omopachew se sa ne yewi ekoso ewo South Africa eno ene ne mabo e de prince of penisa kwa mante ya eba bi de enkomo no ene so penia wo da faith Army Chapel International no anwa fei osan so eye president e de ma Ghana Patriotic Pastors and Professional Voices mene no eba bi de enkomo nti metre so be ka me ho na yakwa komo difo akwaba na ye kono me subscribers no pata me ya kai sa de bell no ebe ka ho sa no upload to for the first person ya won sa ebe di kaka nti odifo ya ka be da na yen se me yenko na fa yen fa komo no enhihye so Daddy me akwaba
Yeah, na pastor na want to say.
Nyame adumo daddy na won
Yeah, fine.
Daddy nyame ase. Daddy enra yennuanom mo South Africa ba be piem wo Ghana. Na ohu se oba be piem wo Ghana ye ne bi kasa na ebide ebro ye bro mo e kire na say na ho ye.
Oh, first of all, let me thank Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa and His Excellency the President John Mahama, for that kind gesture. It shows that Ghana has come of age. This one is now a partisan issue. When it comes to those issues, we can't politicize it. It is the fact that our people are in distress. And I think that this is one of the first times we see. So our democracy is growing and our governance system is growing. Ghana is becoming like America, where Iran has a B2 the government can go and charter a flight and bring them. Now, seeing what I saw on social media, I was very touched. I was also very pained. Indeed, we share South Africa. Who said, I'm more big schools, but me too sure say they are learning. There's one thing having knowledge and one thing going to school and one thing learning. Okay, they are not exhibiting the knowledge I want them to see. And if you watch the first guy, some guy who was caught, the young lady, is it Victoria also? He said something, he said that go to your country because, your country is messed up and go and fix your country. You don't travel only because your country is messed up. You travel because you have seen an opportunity. Because the son said South Africa, for them, we are very lazy. Because they are not, a Ghanaian would see an opportunity and go and look for money as a young man. But a South African will not do that from the information I've had. And our crime rates were also very high. I think the Ghanaians who came up to me and said, "One brepa," and the excitement with which they entered Ghana, I saw that was very good to come back to the country. And then the package they gave for them, the psychological package they are giving to them, So Metumi psychologist. And the first hand notebook package. I mean, a few blankets here and there, food to start the day, small money, 5,000 Ghana a year. I don't know. To start the day, I think it was good. And I like the way they sang the national anthem. So we are showing something to the world and showing something to South Africa that we love our people. And my main concept, which no African country has done that. And the speed with which we did it is a good example for Africa. Because next year, Minim said, John Mama Beye, the chairman of the AU, unopposed.
Okay.
What I said. So it's very good. And AU, I'm very surprised that AU is still sitting down. Those sanctions has come against South Africa. By this time, a lot of sanctions, because xenophobic attacks has happened so many years. This time, I think that they went to touch the wrong person, which was Ghana. And I'm glad to come back to Ghana. And the way forward, he said they should help them to integrate well. My prayer, and he said what the government said that he was going to do, to help them to integrate well. All stakeholders must come together. Is there a way we can integrate people like that into the system? And it's because of my bread. And for me, Ghanaians, sometimes our traveling is unnecessary.
Okay.
Say to some of the countries we go. That other day, some people went to Gambia and they were killed. At that time, Nanado was a foreign minister and they didn't do anything about it. All of them died to date. But I mean, the country is emerging. Our systems are emerging. I'm sure that it is a very good standard that this government has set. Maybe when another party also comes, they will look at this standard and follow through. Senior to me and political no. Sometimes they be politics. They make an say, but a standard has been set. And see, I've always been of the view, say, we should have a national plan and not manifestos. Senior and partisan. They make an say. But I applaud John Mama and his government for doing a yeoman's job and bringing them. And I saw that the second batch is also coming.
Okay.
And then Malema also want to say that it's not.
South Africa no enye ade papa. Ufo se ne chopa no aye too late.
Which one are you talking about, Malema and Nasser Ramaphosa? Malema is a party leader.
Okay.
He's a member of parliament.
Yeah, that one.
No, but he also said that he didn't think that the Ghana government should have done that. That's why we have a problem. That's why people are bashing him.
Not the lady.
Who is that? The man?
The man. I think I've forgotten the name. Okay.
It's Malema you're talking about. It's the one that's an MP. He's a member of parliament. And he actually has been advocating. He said, you cannot fight. What he said was this. 300 people have come back to Ghana, but he has not created 300 jobs. Isn't that what you are talking about? I don't know. Sano, he also said something that people are not happy about. That Ghana government should have waited. Waited for what? From the reports that they came to Accra to say, to me, train and I'm So I think the government has been proactive and Ghana is on course. I feel South Africa. And you see, the difficult thing about this that if they are very deep thinkers. What they could have understood is that South Africa has a lot of business in Ghana. South Africa has more business people they have. And there's no point you do that because we can retaliate, what they have done.
Okay.
But Esther, my main concern, let me diagnose this whole thing. Because in their conversations, and to me, what the whole cause of the problem, who is the problem? I think the problem is the ANC government. The problem is the ANC. My main concept. When Mandela won power, Mandela, first of all, is from the ANC. He's the first president that emerged from the ANC party, Anamipa. He went to other African countries, solicited for funds, and Nigeria gave them billions of dollars. Tanzania offered them military help. Ghana gave them education, gave them passports. They came to Ghana. Everything was fine. But look at what happened. After they won power, what they should have seen said post-apartheid would have a problem. Because apartheid was said that these people were maltreated and they were not given the opportunity. So post-apartheid means that let's create a certain, enabling environment for the black community. Number one, they were not going to school. So take them to a school. I know there is a policy, but monitor it well. And give them the the right education. So Okasa, Jacinta Okasa said, "Not dream end. Though he's not so deep. He's not Okasa in the 70s. Like he said, oh, Ghana Chinia reacted like that. You don't talk like that as a leader. And when you are giving figures, I'll give you one example. When he says that the people that come from Africa don't have skill, I was expecting to say, well, document. I can say, oh, we bring this number of doctors, number of teachers, number of engineers. There was no database for Kankake. In Ghana, we have ladies are there now. Oh, it's solid. And we don't have even solid leaders there. It's so empty. That is why the lady said, I mean, if someone is coming to your country to Mao requisite help, I mean, he's investing in your economy by his skill. In any case, Obianka said people should be undocumented. What we are saying is pass through the right procedures, use the systems, immigration. The systems don't work, broken down. So post-apartheid, what they should have done was proper education of the black community. Okay, now they wake up, they drink, they are lazy. What did the ANC government do? The post-apartheid, Sankamunya plan, the power, they were excited. Mandela, the whole world, and they were just pleasing everybody. No. Post-apartheid, what did they do? Did they equip the blacks enough to be better? They didn't do that. Okay, now the lands were stolen from them. You need a certain policy, and that's why you need Ghana. Come to Ghana. What policy can we go through to, because they form majority in parliament? What policy can we put in place so that they have taken 80% of our land? Give us 20% out of the 80%, so we can also farm. As the Jamaican Sawati said, you need a certain pragmatic, democratic approach. And then Timuno, you can put things in the right perspective. Africa, for them, South Africa will have a people. Okay, the people are suffering, and they drink. They just drink and rape their girls and misbehave, and the vast majority of them are, semi-illiterates, drug addicts, criminals, and so the crime rate will get worse. The blacks, the foreigners living there will not help anything. And the problem has been that the government has not been proactive. Xenophobic assembly for all this time. What have they been able to do to stop it? And the police is not able to stop anything.
Okay.
You understand? And there's no integrity in the system. And they did say, I mean, someone can say 10 out of 300 was undocumented. But believe you me, the ones in charge of missions in Ghana, the Honorable Ben Kwashi came to debunk that, or see, over 80% of them were documented. And his argument is that sometimes when you put a document in your home office, they don't get back to you. And you'll be waiting for a year to, I mean, it doesn't mean that you're undocumented. So, let's look at the post-apartheid situation. But let me warn that South Africa, if they don't keep it to be like Zimbabwe, their economy will go bad. Okay. The way they are thinking, they are not acting, their economy will go bad. And I also want to say that once we are doing our gold board, we should not renew the contract that is expired for Goldfields. I heard April 27, there's going to be a new mining lease for Goldfields. And Timimi Phil said he shouldn't renew. Scanning now, Bank of Ghana, Reserve of Bank of Ghana said, when we put some there, they are deputy B. And let's put the gold there. I come do well. I see this as a blessing for Ghana if we can manage it well. Okay. It means that our city become, better. Stronger, okay. Now, my main concept, now many times the Crawford can say, we are putting money into the system. But it is our gold. And when we sell it, and yet foreign exchange. So when we get foreign exchange, what shows that we are putting money in the system? It is foreign exchange. It's a model that was started. The MPP started with Baumia talking about gold. The NDC has solidified it very strongly, and their concept, the NDC has built on that concept and made it better. That's governance. Somebody put together, and I want to applaud Sami Jemfi and his team, John Mama, and the finance minister for doing it differently for it to work. That's governance. Okay. That's why we can't leave your assets. Say, well, your national planner, the praise will not go to a party. The praise will go to policy. And that's where the thinking should come from.
Okay. Daddy, going back to South Africa issue, no, a bit South Africa problem can say pa Nelson Mandela because wɔgye fa ho de ma South Africa nanka wɔ sɛ aborɔfo na wɔ hɔ no ɔmo mu nyina fi hɔ ɛkɔ mu but asɛ ɔne ɔmo kyɛ mu na ɔne ɔmo yɛ agreement bi na ma aborɔfo na dominate.
No, I don't agree with that argument. The reason is this. People said that you see, there's nothing wrong with existing in a country where we call it the rainbow nation. Fine. Say blacks and whites exist, they coexist, they're beautiful. But if any American say, even if you want to do the land issue, go through right procedures, due process. Say, we were here, you came, we took our land, you have 80%, give us some. But there should be a certain law that should be passed, not to take the whites away. At least we can share. I said government cake here, share kakakaka. So for me, there's nothing wrong with leaving them. But what policy did we put in place in Ebea? Equity, if we be equity. We bring kakra no be equity. Common share kakra, the mamu. That's for me in that opinion. But like I said, the ANC government has failed South Africa. And yet, fine, crowd.
Okay.
It's a bad example. And South Africa must come to Ghana to learn. Once Ghana, you're 20 president, you're 20 president, he trained Mugabe.
Okay.
A lot of training. And I think the Kenyan president, one of them used to came together to come and learn some skills. Okay. And we trained some African presidents, some chief justices at schools like Achimota School, almost training very top-notch people.
Okay.
And Accra Academy, where I came from, we trained some top-notch. We have top chief justices today, I mean, as I'm speaking, who train in Ghana. What I say. So they should allow us to train them.
Daddy, if he said, "Ra, won't be do yenya a man from a few months start take coalition South Africa for so a war a man my hodoaka, especially Ghana, any Nigeria, Captain Smart, none of that's 90 so can say a Mabino Ghana Hansel, one more bomb the date better one thing. South Africa, you may be a waha, South Africa product be a wahabia, and move the boy shops, no more eating in a mapamom nephew. Nigeria for so air calling for the same. So I'll call we a good call.
Mammy can't say. Let me say this. I think that Madi Captain Smart, who you are.
Oh, Ade.
Oh, but how can you do journalism like that?
Say Ghana for what woman you be born and I
how can you do that? Journalism, mobilize people to go on the street. Is that journalism?
Okay.
I'm so disappointed. How can he do that with all the? Excuse me, Penasem is a very objective journalist. He does very well, but wait there, he got it wrong. He should come and sit down and apologize to us for doing what he did. What kind of cock and bull journalism was that? One idea. See, we cannot do that as a nation. We cannot do that. We are a sovereign state and we have a brand. You know, a brand, you said it to me, said, I want some brand. I want now. Ghana is a place that has open arms. Look at the national we bring. We bring people from the diaspora. The impression is going to create that we don't like investors. Now, compare investors. It will help our economy. One day when the economy collapse, they will come to us. But we have proved a point. Any day we are in a war, retaliatory effort. Even bringing the people back from South Africa is a victory for us in itself. Okay. Everybody is shaking. South Africa, they don't have peace now. Ghana for cool, and they are passing all kinds of comments. They are confused. Our people are coming. Their reportage is always the embassy. They are always going there to report. People are still going. So for me, I see that Ghana has won.
Okay.
Do you understand? Now, if you ask her to go on the street, what kind of journalism is that? Captain Smart and Yadia. With all due respect to him, we cannot say power, but wait there. Captain Smart, why Yadia?
Daddy, who can say your man penny who did this about AU president unopposed that as a Bajana Tumprecope?
Yes.
Near Air Cossy, where I say African leaders, no, Woma fee Africa for.
I think the EU itself has not done well. It's not only this xenophobic attack. Nyama be Brazil on one casa.
Okay.
The Americans they didn't speak. Nobody, you couldn't hear anything from anybody from the AU, and that's where we have a problem. The Americans said. And that's what I'm saying initially. I said that they could have even sanctioned South Africa. They don't have a powerful structure. I believe and I hope, with the able leadership of his President John Mahama, when he comes on board, what he can be able to do is put structures in place and make the AU much stronger. Okay. It's a very powerful situation. And I like what he said. He said when it comes to power, one of the person he would like to work with is Alan Chairman team. The Eric Anasawati, I said, which is solid. And if you want to pick anybody from MPP as well, who has, I don't have a problem. You see, I want that kind of balance to exist. And let's challenge the status quo. Me, I'm very objective. You understand? If NDC is performing, let's say it's performing. That's what MPP is failing to do. Instead of doing that, they are fighting from behind the scene. But NDC is doing well.
Okay.
And I sound with that.
Okay, Daddy. Zabre ya eyi fu afeli yedi. Na maybe sase. Yehwe ne ekoso wiase a. Why so free? Na no asafo afo de ba yi. Ye beti I think say week here be so news be trendy ye say Cambodia so aka omo ho say ho nso bia nkoni kuma no pay na me ho flyers say sa news no kra enya mpa ne ade but ye hwe ntokwa ekokoko so ne esi wa Africa ne ade a obeka say wiase no ye ko na wie ya no no ana.
Oh yeah, I mean the Bible spoke about it. There were rumors of wars and wars. Now what helped us to put on what delayed the process of the end time was the fact that Donald Trump came to America strongly. In America as a president, he was able to stop a lot of things, passing the law of homosexuality, debunking all that. Donald Trump, Amani maybe a delay, but if you have studied eschatology power, you will know that at the time of the other president, what's the name of America?
Before Trump.
Obama. Not Obama. At the time Obama, crying after Obama, what's the name? Oh, help me, somebody. Okay, when you get the name, that's the man who wasn't too well. Amen. So, me feel say, looking at that, the coming of Trump, it has really helped a lot of situations. So that some of the things that should have happened fast, by this time, advocacy for LGBTQ has become strong. Remember, they came back to Africa, and the language and the noise about LGBTQ was fine. Have you got the name?
No.
But so that's it. That's it.
That is how we I do free South Africa ban. Would see a bin coma, Umudia, Busi, or saloon, big container, out the saloon. When you be a permanent for Jan Waba, a month for Jomo dying, or Mujapadium call home corporate pay or winner, or Majan Hona Sabri Womaba. A dear now worship coins are buying or for my bay, or near farmer woman.
Okay, so what I know from a few feedback that I'm getting is that the ambassador wants to engage the government of South Africa for compensations.
Okay.
What I said, but if you left voluntarily, I don't know how the compensation language will be spoken about. Well, he could try, but government has a package. But what I'm saying is that I'm looking at the other side of the argument. What I said, but looking forward, it's possible, say, maybe the government, because they said they have a package for them. I hope, that will. You see, if you have life, you have everything. And I mean, so what did we gonna say? So I mean, we have life. These people are alive. They are strong. They are kicking. We are grateful to God for their lives. You are in Ghana. Do something with your life, and you will experience you can bring it to bear on Ghana, and you do well. That's what the chief of staff said.
Okay.
By the grace of God, things will go well for them. I believe so. And I wish them all the best. It's a blessing to come because you can die. Somebody was sharing on how they shot him at the back. Now they are there. What they were gonna say. So that's what.
That we are better than some jet in unity.
Which one?
Near Kosu.
Asumdie.
Peace.
Oh, I think that South Africans will learn. They will learn the hard way. Maybe not now, but it's a learning curve for them.
Okay.
And they will start to, you see, they have to strengthen immigration. They have to strengthen their security. Like Ghana, we have BBC here, here, and the Ghana police is doing well. I don't know whether you've noticed it.
Yeah.
So when you keep catching people, criminals, one day they'll stop. And that's people become safe. Let people become safer, and the immigration laws still work. Do you get what I'm saying? And the Home Office in South Africa should also work. If you don't want anybody to stay, just tell them you're not staying, you have to go. The same aggressive approach. It happens everywhere. ICE, US, they did everything possible to bring people back to their countries. So whatever they have to do, they have to follow due process. And yes, sir, take the law in your own hands, and the citizens will go on rampage. Now, everything. So South Africa is messing. You see, every country is a market. It's a brand. If you don't brand your country, who will come to your country?
Okay.
Because you need foreign investors to come to your country. You need tourists. Income can be generated through tourism. Who will go to a country where there's no peace? That is why Ghana is seen as one of the safest destinations of tourism in Africa.
Okay.
The Americans say, then why do you love Ghana? The diaspora, they love Ghana. Why? Peace. And to say peace in Niha, forget it. So I hope that they learn their lessons and they progress from there. Otherwise, this is too bad.
Not in the cracker.
The nurse say only in Crawford number. If you are here and you are in South Africa, you want to come back, we want to encourage you to come. I pray for you that God will help you, and don't be afraid to come Ghana. In any case, Esther, let me add this finally. Our currency is much better than the rand now as we are speaking.
Okay.
So when you come back, it is way better. I want to encourage people who are there, who can't find their feet, to come back. And I pray that God will help our brothers and sisters who are back in Ghana. And may Ghana accommodate them. And may God help bless our country. Now that, this has happened, let's not renew the contract so that our economy will boost. Can you imagine we have more ounces of gold? I know, said we are very fun.
Okay, Daddy. That's a prayer. Ahana Brema, Kwame, the Uncomotuchini in ACM, Apostles, Aquamanti, so Penia or that Faith Ame Chapel International, and no sign a president here with that Ghana Patriotic Pastors and Professional Voices.
Okay, let me add something. Ghana Patriotic Pastors and Professional, I'm the president.
Okay.
But it's coming from a think tank called Pastors and Professional Network. Okay. So when we speak, we are a voice, but we are a think tank called Pastors and Professionals Network. Okay. Everybody, if you're a professional, you want to be part of a think tank, you can contact us.
Okay. As I was there, I want to remove daddy a day at so on. See, the number no, I was screen as a open further information of it me afraid. Now, when I know actually and come, let's be your comments. I will comment section for at the amami all the social media handles. No, too much GH. Post subscribe like ya share. Now, of course, it will be a share. We did at the dark gold, Macau.